Welcome to Marriage Monday with Jeremiah and Savannah Jennings. The Jennings own Growing Green Landscapes and are very happily married. In this podcast, Jeremiah and Savannah discuss the wins, losses, good times, bad times, and everything in between pertaining to owning a business while maintaining a healthy marriage along the way. We hope you enjoy the show.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode today here on the Growing Green Podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am super excited to come to you today with another fresh new episode for you. Welcome into another Marriage Monday, and man, we are excited to be here. Wanted to come in and record a little intro to our show here this week. We have another great guest interview lined up for you guys. We have Riley Potter and his girlfriend, Mackenzie. Before we get to them, Savannah, are you excited to be here?
Always.
Savannah's here with us in the studio, recording live for our show ahead. And so, this is actually a post-recording intro to the show, but you know how it goes. You're all going to hear it at the same time. But it's a super fun show. I wanted to come and just talk about, this is one that I really was just enthralled with everything that they're doing, their plans to build a really, really big company. And I'll tell you, before we get in, you're going to hear me get shocked. They throw out the word billion with a B. That's the size of company they want to get to. So I'm very, very excited to see them grow. What was one of your biggest takeaways from this show?
My biggest takeaway, I don't know. I was excited for them. They have a lot of ambition. They're
on the same page.
Yes, they're very in tune with where they want to go, which I think is admirable. They got an idea and they're ready to execute it.
And they're doing it early on. This is year 3, I think, for them.
Somewhere
full
around
time.
there.
So
2, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, they're about to make some big changes.
Right.
Anyway,
they're doing all the right things.
Exactly,
so.
Doing all the right things, making the changes early in their company, good decisions, getting around the right people, and taking great advice, and it's going to really pay off for them in the long run. So just want to come in, give you a little intro, a little preview of what you got coming for today. Hope you all enjoy it. Thank you for tuning in to another Marriage Monday. And without any further ado, let's hop into the show and hear from Riley and Mackenzie. Welcome into the show. I'm excited. We have Riley Potter and his girlfriend Mackenzie here with us today for another Marriage Monday. And if you are tuning in the show, thank you so much for tuning in and joining along with us. Thank you guys for bearing with our scheduling conflict. We had this show set up, and I got way behind tonight, and I know y'all are pushing into y'all's evening. So I'm excited to do it. This is going to be a super fun show. I'm excited to hear some of your guys' story. Before we hop into it, Savannah, are you doing good? Are you excited to be here?
Always.
We almost overlooked that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it a minute ago.
Okay.
Always. That's why I threw that in there.
See, she knew it was coming. So she's a pro. You act like it takes you a minute to get warmed up, but you really you're natural.
A natural.
You are. Once you get going, you're good. So you just gotta get started. So
you're right.
Has anybody ever dug a hole so deep? Riley, have you ever said something and you dig a hole so deep you just try to get your way out of it?
Yeah, at a certain point, you just have to stop.
Yeah, you eventually have to stop. Savannah, do I need to stop now?
You can stop.
Oh, my goodness. This is going to be fun, guys. This is late night. I'm excited heading into the weekend here. Well, guys, tell us a little bit about your business. I'm excited. This is cool. It's our first Marriage Monday interview with a couple that you're not married yet. You're just still dating. That's super awesome to hear. And it's cool to hear that you are investing into your relationship early on before you even get married and engaged. And trying to plan your future the right way. So, man, walk us through. Tell us a little bit about the business that you got going on. You're literally on the other side of the country from me. I think I've had one guest on from Washington, and that was Kyle. I think he's the only guest we've had on from y'all are in Washington, right? I didn't make that up. Sure. Yeah, I was like, yeah. So, you're literally. I don't think you can't get much further away than you are from us right now. So, and it's crazy. We're just sitting here looking at each other through an interview. So take it away, guys. I want this to be your show. Tell us a little bit about your story, and then we'll kind of hop into the details and things.
You want to be the relationship part?
I don't even know. Full disclosure, first podcast. So.
Hey, there is literally, this is one of those things people will do an interview and they're like, it's the first podcast, first I'm doing it. We're just having a conversation. There's people listening, but you don't even think about that. You're just having a good conversation, having a good time, and that's how I always that's how again 400. This is gonna be. I think this is episode 399. The one we're about to hit 400, and it's 399 episodes ago. I didn't know how to have a conversation with anybody. And I'm still not a professional by any stretch of the imagination. It's just like you just take it and run with it. That's kind of the mentality that I've taken on. So whether that's a professional advice or not, I don't know. But we're just making it. We're working with it on the fly.
All right. So I guess I'll take it. So we met like 6 years ago, not 6 weeks ago. That was pretty short. 6 years ago, we met doing pizza, which, I mean, great first job, but doesn't last forever. That's for sure. We were both managing pizza. We started dating during that process for a little while, but then Mackenzie had her own things that she wanted to sort out. So we ended up splitting up for another, 2 years probably? 2 years. And then we ended up starting this business. And
we built our relationship as friends. We decided we wanted to just start off being like really good friends and build things from there. And then we were washing cars one day and he was like always talking about wanting to start a business. And I'm from Montana, so he said landscaping and I was like, I mean, I could do that. I know how to do that. And so we kind of just started this business out of that. And I mean,
yeah, and that started, so we started this business in 2022 now.
Yeah.
So this is going on our third year. 2 seasons we've completed. This is our third year. So we love it. We want to keep going forever. We're planning on being $1 billion company. So definitely have lofty goals.
$1 billion company with a B?
That's
Did I hear that right?
Oh yeah.
All right,
Go big or go home.
All right, well, y'all, I'm claiming y'all were on our show first. When you're a billionaire company, remember me, okay? We'll just build me a studio in your office, and we'll come podcast from Washington out there to your company. So,
yeah,
that's awesome, guys. Well, that's amazing. That was a very short and sweet update, and I think we can unpack that for days. You just threw that in there like a ton of bricks. $1 billion company. Okay, that's awesome. So take us back to dating. I mean, how old are you guys?
I'm 28.
26.
Okay, all right. So y'all met when y'all were like what, 20, somewhere in there, 21?
It's like 20.
Barely knew anything.
Yeah, 22, and she was what, 19, 20?
20. I was 20. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So just figuring out life at that point, getting through, figuring out what you wanted to do. That's super cool. So what? You guys say something?
No,
Oh,
I'm listening.
Montana. What part of Montana are you from?
I'm from Kalispell, so a very small town. It's up by Glacier Park, so it's really beautiful. But
I know one place in Montana. That's Big Sky. How far is that from Big Sky? Do you know?
I don't even
No.
know.
Is it? Well, Big Sky is like Yellow. It was like an hour.
It's like an hour from Yellowstone.
It was like an hour from West Yellowstone, I think.
Yeah, we're I'm like an hour from Canada, so opposite sides.
So you're on the very top then. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, long way away. Did you ever go to Yellowstone when you lived there?
I did, yeah. We went on like a week vacation one time. It's pretty cool. I mean, other than the tourists and the bears.
Yeah. Okay, well, when we were out there, see, that's spoken like a true. What do you call yourself, a Montanan? How do you?
Yeah.
Okay, spoken like a true Montanan. You downplay Yellowstone. When we were out there, we were like, this is the best place ever. It was total tourist vibes. But what got you to Washington? What made you leave? That place was when we were at Big Sky, I said I would move her in a heartbeat. Like the weather was perfect. Now, granted, it was summer. I don't think I could do the winters out there, but
yeah, I mean, when you go outside when your hair is a little wet in the winter and it freezes, it's not very good. But
I don't think I could do that.
I moved. What was that?
Oh, I don't think I could do that. My hair freeze solid.
Yeah, it gets pretty cold out there. Your lungs get really like they're gonna freeze.
Well, when we were in Big Sky, the bellman doing the doors or bellhops, is that what they're called? I was talking to them. I was like, dude, in the winter, what do y'all do? He said they literally took like 3 and 5 minute shifts. Isn't that right? Mm-hmm. Like they would stand outside for 5 minutes and have to swap out if it gets so cold.
I mean, I believe that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was like the parking lot attendant.
Yeah, that was the parking lot guy. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Man, that must suck.
I have no interest. I have no interest in that. Now, I will say we were there in the middle of July, and it was 75.
Very pleasant. Yeah, it's beautiful.
75, no humidity. I was like, now I can do this because you come down here and we're 100% humidity. Like it was, it's so different. But that's awesome. So what got you to Washington?
Yeah, so I actually moved out here with an ex of mine, and I mean, after living in Montana for 18 years, there's not really a whole lot to do out there, and it feels a little secluded, so it's not really what I like.
Yeah.
So when I moved out here and we split, I just decided, I'm meant to be out here. This place feels more like home than even my hometown did. So
Really,
we'll just stay and see what happens, and now we're here.
You met this guy.
It's all for a reason.
Yep.
I hear you. Riley, do you have, or either one of you, do you have any like entrepreneurs in your background, in your families at all?
My stepdad does own a like sewer scoping business. So like when you buy or sell a house,
cool.
you gotta get your line scoped. So he has that. That definitely gave me a little bit of motivation seeing somebody have it around me, though he doesn't really want to grow it as much as we want to grow our business. Although that's kind of a typical thing that we found is that a lot of people want the comfortable amount of money, but I want like a world-changing amount of money.
All right.
And I didn't have anybody.
Okay.
And
so
I met him,
time.
and yeah, so he's really what got me into it. I mean, he always has talked about business and wanting to start a business, and I'm super like work motivated, and I like to get in and get the nitty gritty and get it all ironed out. And he's really visionary, so he's been bringing that to me for the last 6 years, and it was just one day, okay, let's do it. Let's just start it.
So are you in the field? Are you like office admin? What do you?
We're both in the field right now, but we're actually looking at buying a stand-on mower so that I can go full-time in the field and he can go in the office and marketing.
No way. Okay,
Yeah,
you
we're
are
opposite.
defying. You are defying the industry. That's so cool. That nobody was expecting you to go that way. Everybody's expecting you to say so he can stay in the field and I can go in the office. I love that though. That is so unique. See, this is what I'm talking about. When I go into this, I say everything is unique. Everybody's got a broad story that is the same. We're building a company. We're putting plants in the ground. We're keeping a marriage. But there's always something that is unique about every single relationship and company along the way, and that points it out. So, okay, how did you get to that decision? Like, again, you're defying like the mold of this whole industry.
I mean, I grew up working kind of on a farm setting, so work has kind of always been in my background, and I personally really enjoy the work. He's a visionary type person, like I was saying, and it just kind of worked out that way to where I like doing the work. I like making sure that the current clients that we have are super happy and that we are doing everything to 100%. And he's always keeping me uncomfortable about how we grow the business, which is a good thing. So kind of just balances itself out.
Yeah, we sit on a job site and she's thinking about the rest of the day and I'm talking about, hey, I think we need like a referral program and we should do this or we should do that. And she's like, yo, we got a lot of jobs left today. How about that?
That's an operations manager speaking right there is what that is.
Yeah.
That's
perfect.
super cool. All right, Santa, we should follow suit.
Should we?
Yeah. Yeah, I like this idea.
I love this for them. I love this for them. I don't know if it.
You don't like this across the board.
Us. Yeah.
That's a good response to that.
Yeah.
I do. I love that for them.
Can you imagine you out on a mower
I could do it. It just might take a little coaching.
Yeah. I mean, you could. It would just take some time.
I got out on the other machine.
Should I post the other machine?
Not the other machine, the mini skid.
Oh yeah. Should I post a video of you weed eating when I messed my hand up?
Yeah, I did a great job. And I planted flowers that day.
You did plant flowers, yeah.
And
so
that bed.
I messed my hand a couple years ago with a hedge trimmer. Savannah and her friend actually came and helped plant flowers.
That's a low point for us. Yeah, it was still, like
wild.
your second year in business or something? And it was just
second or third.
you and one other guy at the time. And Jeremiah was like, hand in a cast, couldn't do anything with his dominant hand it happened in May, so it was busy season, could not do anything.
It was right now. It was what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, 3 years ago. And so he was like scrambling to figure out like what he had multiple surgeries, like it was crazy. So me and my friend, got out there and did some flower beds for the neighborhood that you did at the time, and I practiced
Legacy too.
Yeah,
they did both. Yeah.
And practiced some weed eating, and we quickly realized that the weed eating just needed to be bad until he could get back at it. Like I was gonna do more damage than good weed eating, but the flowers got planted and all the beds got done. Just And
then we lost that contract that fall.
Not both.
So
not both of the ones that we did.
No, not both. Only one.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Okay, that's I don't even know where to go from here because you've dropped 2 bombs. One, you're gonna run the field as the woman, which is so cool, and 2, you're taking it to $1 billion. So, how did you even come to that? Like, what does that conversation look like the past couple years of not only like starting the company, but then hey, we're gonna be on the same page to like grow this thing past the moon. Like the running joke is top line to the moon. Like you're shooting for the stars. I mean, what is? How did you even start that?
Okay, so starting the business, I guess we want to start towards the beginning. Starting the business, we kind of chose this one because it's something you can scale pretty easy, and we're very like visual people. We were both in real estate before this for a short time. I didn't really do anything with it. She did like showings and stuff for agents. So she wasn't like a full agent selling, but I didn't actually do anything with it because I started this. And I realized that having your real estate license and being with the company is so expensive. It's insane. Just thousands of dollars every couple months just in fees. And I'm not making any money with it when I was new. So I'm like, screw this. I'm going to go start a lawn care company. And we did. We started this. And then basically I've wanted to have a ton of money, which I've kind of rubbed off on Mackenzie. Because obviously I want stuff. I want my own things, but also there's a lot of things in the world that you can impact when you have a lot of money, from just like your hometown to like Hawaii with Lahaina getting wiped out. If I was a billionaire, I would love to be able to rebuild the whole city if I could. Whereas I don't have any power to do anything right now. And even when you have $100 million, if you do something like that, you're wiped out. You have no more money. Like, what can you do? You can build a couple of buildings, but if you're a billionaire, like you can do a lot. So that's kind of the thing. We started wanting like, oh, we want to be 100 millionaires. And then it's like, obviously it's a lot of money. Everybody would say that. And I'm sure people think I'm shallow for wanting more, but then I wanted, 500 million. And then it's like, that's still not enough to really do what I would want. So billions and above are definitely what we're going for, so we can impact the world, not just us and our family. That's basically the main reason.
Yeah, you're going there with good intentions from the beginning, I think, which is super cool. The second thing is you say, people think it's a lot of money. You can dumb that down to $100,000. Like when you make $20,000 and you start making $100,000 a year, like when you're making 20, 100's a lot of money until you make 100 and you're like, okay, we need more. Like this we're barely getting by. That's kind of the age old, like you can never be satisfied type thing. And so there's a fine line, I think, to walk there with being satisfied or not being satisfied, but being content with where you are. My go-to phrase is content, never satisfied. Content in the place that you're at in that season of life, but don't be satisfied with where you are. Like you can always be continuing to grow, whether that be financially, mentally, spiritually, whatever that is for you. Yeah. Be doing that. So what, like, that's all good and fun and 100 million, 500 million, $1 billion. What steps are y'all putting in place early on in the business to actually start attaining that? Because if you're going to put that out there, you got to have stuff to back it up. So what are your plans for that?
So our plans right now, we're kind of strapped down with personal debt, which is what we're working through right now. Because starting this business and then the real estate, I just had too much on credit
Yeah.
cards. So
Yeah.
that's kind of our big hurdle right now. We have Joey and Megan as well as you
Oh,
do. So
really? So cool. That's
yeah.
awesome.
So we just had a meeting with Joey the other night, and we were talking with him about actually going more in debt to get them this mower, which
Joey
I
probably didn't.
know
He probably didn't give you a
he
little
sided with us.
good.
He
Okay,
gave
good. I'm
us
proud of him.
permission. He said this sounds like a really calculated decision, so definitely should go for it. Because basically, first of all, route density sucks right now. We need to work on that above basically anything else. Because our first couple of years in business, like we always have these lofty goals, but we don't know, and we don't really have anybody around us who knows what we need to know or want to know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard as far as getting around the right people because everything that we need to get to is in Alabama or Georgia,
The other
somewhere
side of the
like
country.
that. Yeah. So I feel like we're just kind of on this little island. So I feel like, and I'm a very general information doesn't help me as much
Yeah.
as like if I can get one on one with somebody who really knows stuff or like get specific info, I can learn really well and be very strong with it. But general info is kind of hard for me to like wrap my head around and put it into my situation. So I feel like my learning is a little slower than it probably should be. So I'm always feeling like we're wasting time. So this year we're going to hopefully go from our bad route, which is all over our area, and we get like 7 to 8 mows a day,
Hmm.
4 days a week, which is garbage compared to what I want. Um, but we can combine our days and do like 17 mows in a day. That's push mowing instead of 21 inch push mowers. So like 19 mows a day is what we did the other day when we had a rain day and had to smash them together. So I know it can be done. So we want to get a riding or stand on mower and just put Mackenzie in the field, one person, and then I will be full-time sales and working on the website and all the stuff we don't really have much time for right now.
Are you
We're
mainly?
in kind of
Go ahead.
oh,
Nope, you got
I
it.
was gonna say we're kind of in a unique position because we started this business together, so we already have two people. We don't have to hire out or anything like that.
Yeah,
So
that's so cool.
I mean, I'm ready to hustle. I've worked 100-hour weeks for people that didn't care about me, so I might as well do it for myself.
Mm,
So, it's like putting that time and effort into it. I'm a little scared to go solo, but I know it's probably the best decision for the business. And I know that we'll both be playing on our strong suits of him in marketing, trying to get more clients and making our route dense. And I can worry about what I'm worried about already, which is the jobs that we have. So it's kind of just building from that and making our route more dense and getting more noticeability in the area. So
And once we get a stand on, I believe we can condense our mowing routes to basically what we did on the rain day. Just have 2 days of mowing right now, which is like so much less than I want, but that means there's a whole bunch of days to fill up now. So if she can just solo knock out 16 to 20 mows a day, then that leaves another like 60 mows on the schedule that I can fill up. And that's just with one person doing jobs. So then we'll go from there and get another person to help her, and then get another person, and then that'll be a crew, and then she'll be a crew, and we'll have two crews going. She'll probably be our only solo crew we ever have, because I don't think they work very well, but I'm truly am not experienced enough to know that.
yeah, and you also run into the safety factor as well. Like you need to, you all know this. You've thought about like you need to be extremely careful when you're out there alone. You need to have some type of like, in my opinion, you should have some type of tracking. Like you should have a Life 360. You should always know where you're at. Like if you're around people out there by themselves. So if you don't hear from them or something, you can like be at their location in no time, or you can call 911. Hey, get out here. Like they're, you never know. Yeah. And so I do agree with that. But So I'm assuming these are all like cookie cutter yards for you to be able to like do that. Like if you're push mowing them and stuff, are they all small? Like
They're not that small, actually. We have like a couple, what are they, half acres maybe? Yeah, probably a couple half acres.
you're push
We
mowing
were
half
not very
acres right now.
smart.
Which is stupid, yeah.
Yeah, we were not very smart at the beginning. We were kind of like taking everything we could get.
Yeah.
And now we're starting to realize after working with Megan and Joey, like,
Oh,
not gonna work.
and we use Paul's little spreadsheet for like the hourly rate for each
Yeah.
customer type thing. So putting those numbers in really is eye-opening as far as like what you're actually making.
Mm-hmm.
And then also this year we finally started a tax savings account, and that really is eye-opening because the last couple of years we've just been, spending or not spending all the money, but paying ourselves and using the money, not really thinking about taxes until they come, and then just like, oh, thank God we have enough money in our account.
Yeah.
Let's pay it out. And then we have no money. But now we have a savings account for it, so it feels good to spend it because it's like, I know we have it. I know it's not for us. So there you go.
So what was your mistake? Are you saying your mistake was buying a pushover or taking on that big of a yard?
Oh, yeah.
The yard.
The
For
yard.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we took on some really not very good properties when we started that were just.
Will
they
it be a
take
good
so
property
much
once you have a stand on though?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are, but they're kind of outside of our service area that we've
I got
redefined now.
I
So
got you.
Yeah. So our area is probably like from one end to the other, maybe 10 minutes. The one that we're trying to get to. Right now we're driving upwards of 30 minutes
Yeah.
to
That
get
kills
to
you.
an area with 3 mows. And that's like
Yeah.
trash. So once we hire, I'm gonna have to get rid of those people for sure because it's just not gonna work.
Yeah, so I went through this similar thing. What's that been? 3 years ago?
When you
When I
got rid of
that
like
route?
Bell City.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess this will be the third year without it.
It was because we were
Or is
still
it the
doing
second year?
No,
without
we were
it?
still doing it when I messed up my hand.
So this will be your
21.
second year without it. You probably canceled
So-
them at the end of 21.
No, I think I did them in 20. I don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. 3 or 4 years ago, we had a route that because I started the company 30 minutes from where we live now, and from that location, I was driving 30 minutes to the lake. Now, granted, we had a full day out there. We had 15 yards out there. It was a start on one end, make a big circle, we end back at home. Like it was 30 minutes to be driving, but it was. Once I was there, it was
worth it. It was a day of your week.
It was
every
a full day.
week. Yeah.
Like I was there for the full day, one after the next. Again, 15 yards. They were all good sized yards. They were between 85 and $130 a piece. But I kept those on. So remember, I was 30 minutes from there when I was living 30 minutes away from here. I moved 30 minutes the opposite direction. So now we're an hour from there, and we ran a whole year. A whole summer of me driving an hour out there.
wow.
And it was like that. I was so scared to give it up because I didn't have a really strong presence where we are now. And like it was the end goal was like, get over here. This is where I want our company. This is where I want our name to be. But I didn't have that. It was just, we didn't have it yet. And I was like, oh, this is so scary. This is so scary. We didn't know what we were going to do.
You had been with those people, like,
Yeah, and they were good customers.
Some of
We
your
had 'em.
OG.
Yeah, I
like,
mean, they were some of the ones from the very, very beginning.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, it sucks dropping these. It was one of the most freeing feelings that I've ever had, though, once we did it. I was like, I can't believe we ever did that. And we did the work come immediately? No, but it came that year. Like, we made up that work in no time. And that's one thing.
Yeah.
And I'm preaching to the choir, do as I say, not as I do type thing. I've got a route right now that it's about 15 minutes. It's not as bad. But it's one more route out where I used to live, and it's about 15 or 20 minutes. But I know that it's eating into our time. But it's a full day. It's probably 3/4 of a day, and I'm just like this route is the last bit of like OG customers that I have from out there, and I'm like I hate letting them go. They're such good customers. They don't really complain. Like they helped us start, but I'm sitting here as a business owner and I'm like, we can't keep doing this. Like it just doesn't make sense. My advice in that situation, unsolicited, of course, because that's what you're here for, right? Unsolicited talking. I guess that's all a podcast is unsolicited talking at the end of the day. Like, dude, somebody comes.
You're showing up. You're ready for it. It doesn't need to be solicited.
I guess, yeah. Somebody sits behind a mic and talks for 45 minutes or an hour, like just totally, just like whatever the freak they want to talk about. I would say get rid of that crap as soon as you can. Like those 3 yards, like it sucks. It's hard. Man, these 3 yards, it's $120 or it's $200. It's $400 a month. Where is that going to come up with? You'll be amazed once you free that time up in your schedule where that work comes from. Like it's a scary feeling.
And we also have more lawns the other direction that are like, so we have like our route in the middle, then we have like 30 minutes off to one side, 30 minutes off to the other side.
That kills you.
Yeah, we have like high paying clients in those areas, and the one day is what you're saying. A lot of our original clients, and I hate to leave them. Like it's so hard, but I know it's the best decision for the business, but it's still just like, I like you as a person. I don't want to leave.
One of the best things I heard is in business and in life in general is make decisions based on ration, not emotion. And like these are emotional things holding us to these customers. Like, do you have to have some emotion? Do you have to have some relationship in business? Yes. Like that's how you gain trust with the customers and things. But like emotion ain't gonna get you to $1 billion. Like it's not. For sure. Like ration's gonna get you to $1 billion. So that's,
I'm better at that than she is. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, but see, you get out of it because you don't have to go see him. You don't have to see him. Well, I guess she wouldn't have to see him anymore either.
Like, all right, go drop him, Mackenzie.
Yeah. I mean, if he calls him and tells him when I'm on the field, that's one thing. You know, he can do that as an office person.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Shift that responsibility. I love it. Well, this is amazing. This is super cool. I'm so glad we got this interview set up and we got to do it because this is so eye opening to what's out there. One of the most unique stories I've heard. It's so cool to hear y'all are together. Like, are you heading into this as deep or as little as you want here? Like, are y'all people of faith? Yes, no, in between.
Not really. Like, okay. I don't really care. I'm not against it, but I'm not like anything special.
Okay. Yeah. So the reason I that's cool to hear. Again, more uniqueness. It adds to the conversation. So how do you go into this? And say like we're sticking this out like for the long run. Like how do you go into this like being 100% on the same page? Like we're taking this thing to the moon.
We basically have the same goals with everything. We have the same thoughts as far as raising kids. We have the same thoughts as far as what we want out of our life.
Yeah.
I'm just not really a quitting type of person. I know she isn't either.
That's super cool.
We talk a lot. Communication is key, and I know that you know that from some podcasts I've heard. So definitely communication is where it all comes down to, and I feel that's where a lot of people lack is the constant contact and paying attention to what the other person is feeling and thinking and actually changing yourself, not just saying, "Wow, that sucks. You feel that way." Hopefully tomorrow will be different.
Yeah. That's super cool. That's very encouraging, refreshing to hear that y'all are on that page like going into marriage because it's so like it's not easy. It took us way too long to figure that out. Way too long to figure that out. That like the backbone of your marriage comes down to communication. I'm a believer in.
Yeah, just relationships in general. Honestly, communication.
Yeah, customer client relationships. Yeah, anything I guess.
Just self-development too. If you aren't developing yourself, you're not really going to get very far. Like your financial success is only going to be as good as your personal development basically. So you're never really going to be a billionaire if you are a very level 1 person. You got to be a level 10 person or else you aren't going to get level 10 things in your life. That's level 10 in all areas.
Who are y'all taking advice from and listening to out there now? Like, are you listening to other podcasts? Because this is like, I can tell you've done your research, you've listened, you've studied a lot, and I want to hear like who are y'all's influences right now?
Well, Mel Robbins has been a really big one in the way of like personal development and just motivation in general, not really related to business as much, but she has really helped us personally become more in touch with our emotions and aware of how to communicate and all that kind of stuff.
She has a whole bunch of stuff. Mel Robbins is amazing. I don't know if you know of her, but
No, I've never heard of her.
She does podcasts. She's like the leading expert in motivation, but
Okay.
not everything she does is on motivation. She has a podcast, and then every episode basically has, or not every episode, but 90% of episodes has an expert related to it. So for one episode, it's like how to be confident, but also, like have people like you, how to have the it factor, basically. And then she has an expert in confidence and competence and all that come in and tell you like how to do the best in a Zoom meeting. Like every time you have a Zoom meeting, you're supposed to show your hands like, hey guys. And because you're immediately showing people that you're trustworthy, and just goes back to, Stone Age days where I could have a spear behind my back. But that's just an example. There's so many experts. Like if there's an episode on brain health, there's going to be an expert on brain health. So it's just really nice listening to people who are like at the top of the game for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's so many podcasts like Jonathan Potoshnik. He's probably my number one lawn care inspiration. So hopefully I get to meet him eventually. But
did you get a chance to listen to our episode from Atlanta?
Oh, dude, I've listened to all of his episodes, so I'm sure I have.
Okay, that was a top 5 episode I think I've ever gotten to do. Having him, I mean, the amount of wisdom he dropped was just wild. Being able to be around that and just put that out there on the airwaves is like, it's so crazy. Like that stuff that just didn't exist years ago. Like he didn't have that stuff growing up, and he still made a way for himself. So like we have it now. We should all be taking it and taking it to the next level.
Yeah, it's sad though. What he says is like a lot of people hear stuff and then they don't really do anything with it. They want to say like, oh, well, it might not be like that. Or, somebody who's really successful gives you advice and you want to be like, well, I don't really know if that's exactly like true, but it's like, dude, this guy is 100 millionaire. You should probably listen to him and just put it in place.
Yeah.
And that's how we try and run our business, is if somebody super successful tells us something, I'm not questioning it. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, is there anything that we've missed? Anything that you wanted to hit on or share about here with the audience? Because I know we've unpacked a lot. I think we could probably go for another 2 hours and unpack more, but I want to be respectful of your time. I mean, what are the steps you're taking right now other than you're getting the mower? You're kind of making some position changes. Is there anything we missed that you want to hit on it and maybe give some advice to somebody else out there who's young and getting started?
There's countless things all the time. My brain just goes wild 24/7, so I'm sure we could do plenty more episodes on it. Though, currently our next big step is, besides the mower, we want to rebrand. So we're going to be rebranding from Rymac, which is just a made-up word, to something a little bit more memorable and brandable. So that's going to be big for us. And then also
getting our truck wrapped.
Getting
that new brand and just really going all out on the branding and getting signs and everything. It's been hard because we decided to rebrand. About a year in, we met with a marketing guy and he said that our brand wasn't really
good.
Yeah, it wasn't really anything to like write home about.
Which we knew. It wasn't like I was super surprised that Rymac isn't like touching people's hearts or anything. But we just, when we first started, we just sat down as like a couple hours later,
Makes sense,
a few hours later. Like, you know what? Let's just do Rymac. That sounds like a cool word, right? And
that was before ChatGPT, so it was a lot harder back then.
Exactly. It was way harder. So rebranding is probably our next big move, and then getting me in the office, and I think that's going to propel us pretty far until we can get an employee, and then once we get some employees, I think we're really going to catapult forward.
Yeah, I really like to delegate. So I like doing the work, but I also love having a team
Okay.
underneath of me that I can just kind of like tell them what to do and go make sure that it's done to like the standard that we are expecting. So, and I mean, that's something that I learned at the pizza job, really. We helped the owner rebrand and start a new company. And it really taught us a lot about what it takes to be a business and have a business. And yeah, I mean, then leading a team of 12, I miss it. And it sounds really weird because a lot of people's like worst nightmare is hiring and having people, but that's what I look forward to the most is the day that I get to just show up to the job and check in on everybody and see how they're doing.
Yeah. I totally feel that. I totally feel that. I'm getting to see a little bit of that right now. We're training and trying to delegate the best way that we can and put them in the field on their own, learning as we go, figuring it out, trying to keep up with quality control. It's a tough job, but it's very rewarding to see when they're able to do things on their own and see training paying off and things. So,
yeah, and I like lifting people up. So even if it's not like their first job or their last job or whatever, we want them to feel like they can grow within the business. But it's also, I want you to be a better person because of this. I don't want you to just feel like you're thrown to the wayside and just some employee. Like you matter and you are important. And I want to show you that you can be great. So let's get there.
Yeah, and I guess that kind of goes into another point with our business that we're going to try and accomplish is we want to do kind of the Marvin Salcedo thing of being a whole home care company. So not just lawn, also your interior, your gutters, your exterior cleaning, your inspections, your really anything to do with your home. We want you to just be able to call us and it'll be done. That's kind of our long vision.
mm-hmm.
And that will come with hiring people to do lawn care. And then once they tell us really that they love doing gutters or love doing irrigation or love doing house painting, then we'll start a new division and we'll put them in charge of that and they'll run it. So that's kind of what we want to do is just hire the skill and put them in the position they want to be in to feel fulfilled.
That's amazing. There's not much that I can add to that, for real. I'm so impressed with both of you. It's so cool to see like the vision that you've created, the passion behind it. I mean, you've got a clear mission in front of you and where you want to go. So I'm super appreciative for your time and sharing that with us in the audience here. I think a lot of people take a lot away from that. Where can everybody follow along and keep up with you guys as you grow in this journey? I mean, this is something that you got to make sure and document because I don't want to come back in 5 years and be like, yeah, I'm 500 million. Like, I got to see the process along the way. So document it for us along the way. Where can we follow along with you?
You better be on here before 5 years from now.
There we go.
That's
exactly.
too long. But yeah, Rymac Lawns on Instagram, RymacLawns.com on our website, Rymac Lawns. Really anywhere, Rymac Lawns.
But that's going to be changing
TikTok,
soon.
Facebook,
That's
Instagram.
going to be changing soon, right?
That'll be changing soon. We'll let you all know what it is eventually, so none of you steal our name. Even though I have all the IP, but it still worries me.
Oh, so you know what it is? You already got your name set up?
Oh, yeah.
We're working on it right now.
We have the art being made right now.
Yep.
Cool. That's awesome, guys. Well, I appreciate the time for real. I'm very, very appreciative for you coming on. Savannah is very thankful as well.
Yes, that's been very good.
We appreciate you guys having us.
Yeah, we learned so much from these interviews. Like I know that it was very like chaotic getting this thing set up and getting going, but I'm so happy that we did. I mean, me and Savannah take away so much from these. We both make notes. We both walk away and say, how can we be better? And that's literally what these are for. And so hopefully this connected it and helped someone else out there trying to grow their business along the way, because I hope that shows in the past have done that maybe for you guys. Maybe you've listened and said, oh, well, we could do something different. So.
Yeah, and I mean, this was kind of a surface level because it's hard to go super, super deep in just an hour or so.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you ever want to go deeper on any certain subject, just let us know because, I mean, we're plenty available to make time for you.
Yeah.
So we appreciate the opportunity so much.
Yeah. Really.
Of course, 100%. We're excited to be here. So, well, guys, thank you for tuning into the show. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you for starting your week off with us here on Marriage Monday. If you are going to Equip this year, I don't want you to forget that time is running out on the spring special. You can get in for $12.50 if you use code GG50 there. That is half off the early bird price. If you wait until the show, it's like $125, I think. So even if you don't even end up going to the show, buy a ticket, use the code, and you're out $12. Like, it's okay. You'll survive. But go ahead and get your spot reserved. Don't pay $125 at the gate. And we look forward to seeing you in Louisville in October. So major news happened in Louisville. Do you follow golf at all?
Not a lot. I've watched like the Masters and stuff when they're on.
Okay, so you watched the big one. So the world number one golfer right now, Scotty Scheffler, they are in Louisville playing a tournament this week in the PGA Championship. And he got arrested today because he got arrested at 5 a.m. and played his round, his second round. He teed off at 10. Yeah, wow. It was wild. He ended up, apparently he was trying to get around traffic, and that traffic had been shut down, and he was trying to get around traffic, and a cop tried stopping him, and he didn't stop, and it was all the full story is still emerging as we speak. Geez. So it's crazy, but he got. I mean, he's a $100 millionaire as well, so he was in jail for about 10 minutes and then got out, and so he is back to the races out on the course, and he shot a pretty good round too. I think he shot a 66, so six under after being in jail in the morning. I'll take it. Yeah,
right.
But
cool as a cucumber.
Exactly. Louisville's what brought that to my mind, talking about Equip. So little fact-finding mission there for the end of the show. But I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for coming on and spending some time with us this evening. We really, really appreciate it.
Same here. We appreciate it.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the show. Hope you enjoyed it. It means the world that we get to do this 3 times a week. We will see you here on Wednesday and Friday for some more episodes on the Growing Green podcast. Thanks for tuning in. And without any further ado, that's going to wrap this one up. And we look forward to catching up with everybody here on the next one.